Uh, yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Elsie, and we'll be starting shortly.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. Let me just share my screen so we can start. Okay, so again, I will start just like last time. I will start with a brand new company which has no entries. So we'll start. Okay, we'll start by creating a supplier. Okay, so we are going over Forex currencies today. So I'll start with creating a supplier. Okay, so I'll create a ledger. Supplier. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'll create a supplier, supplier one. Okay, I'll put them under sundry creditors. Okay, so the currency of the ledger should always be in Kenya shilling. Okay, I'll enter through the details. Okay, I will select the country as another country, let's say Indonesia. Okay, so if it's an international supplier, and I'll save. Okay, next I will create a purchase import account.
Hi, Sifty.
Hi, yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you explain me what you are doing right now?
I'm creating a supplier.
No, that's okay. For what?
For Forex currencies, yeah, for importing.
Yeah, so you're going to do the import transactions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with foreign currencies, like for example, dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So I'll create a purchase account as well, a purchase import account. Okay. Over here, I'll select purchase accounts. And inside here, set a note of VAT details. I'll make this nature of transaction, I'll put it as imports. Okay. And over here, it will automatically pick exempt. Okay. So I've saved that. I'll also create one stock item for the purchase, for the USD purchase item A, okay? And let's say pieces. Okay, and I'll save it. So once I'm done with that, so now the next step is, because we're doing this purchase in USD, in dollars, I will create a currency, okay? So I'll come here to create and currency, okay? So I'll put the symbol of USD, dollars, okay? Formal name, US dollars. Okay, so I'll just create this currency and I'll accept, okay? So once I'm done with that, I will come to vouchers. I'll do the purchase entry. I'll come here to purchase. Okay. I'll put the supplier details. I'll select my international supplier. Okay, where the country I've selected Indonesia. And I'll enter through this. So here the country will pick. Okay. And the name of the item, item A. Okay. So item A, my quantity is 100 pieces at the rate of $10. Okay, so I'll put the dollar sign, $10. Okay, automatic, after I put this, it will ask me for the rate of exchange per Kenya shilling. Okay, so if I have per Kenya shilling, I will put the rate of 160, okay, per dollar. So the rate is $1 is 160 Kenya shilling. Okay, so I'll save this. At the bottom here, it will also show you the calculation. Okay, it will show you the calculation of your USD to at the rate and in dollars. Okay, so I will save this. I'll select here purchase import. Okay, there'll be no VAT for this because it's exempted, it's an import. Okay, so I will save this. Okay, so once I save this, you can see, if I come to my supplier, account, okay, account books, ledger, my supplier account, it will show me outside here, it will show me in Kenya shilling, okay? Because my base currency of this company is Kenya shilling, it's not in USD. However, I can check it in USD as well, okay? So if I come to basis of values here on the right, basis of values, okay? And if I say show Forex transactions only, it will show me Forex transactions. It will show me USD, okay? So it will show me $1,000. I have to pay this supplier $1,000, okay? So I will now do the payment. Remember, while doing the purchase, okay, my rate of exchange was 160 per dollar, okay? So let's say on maybe end of month is when I'm doing my payment. Okay, so I'll come to payment and I'll put 31st. Okay, 31st of Jan. Now 31st of Jan, obviously the rate is not the same. Okay, so I'll select here supplier 1. Okay, supplier 1. Now when I'm paying him in dollars. Okay, it's important in Tally, you have to make sure the invoice, like the currency of one bill, is like settled in the same, it should be settled in the same currency. So if my purchase was in dollars, I should pay it off with dollars as well. Okay, so I'll put the rate, or I'll put $1,000, right? Over here, now the rate has changed. So I'll put 165, right? 165 per dollar. Okay. Against which invoice? Against this invoice. Yeah, $1,000. So it will allocate $1,000. Okay, it's settled. And I'll save this. Okay, I'll save it. So once I've saved this, now if I check my supplier account, okay, display more reports, account books, ledger. If I check my supplier account, it will show me my purchase import 160 and my payment was 165. Yeah, because of the rate of exchange that changed. It's showing me an unadjusted Forex gain or loss of 5,000, which obviously because it's on credit will be a loss of 5,000, right? Because when I was paying, the rate of exchange increased, so it's a loss for me. So over here, it will show you 5,000 unadjusted Forex gain or loss. Okay. However, if I check it in dollars, if I come to basis of values, and if I show Forex transactions, okay, over here, it's 1,000 and 1,000 here as well. It will be cleared over here because I've paid $1,000, the same amount of dollars. It's just the rate of exchange in Kenya shilling that was different, right? So here there's nothing of Forex gain or loss. But if I come in Kenya shilling, it will show me a 5,000 loss. Okay. So I want to settle this. I will show you the effect of this, that unadjusted Forex gain or loss. Okay. You see, it will come here in balance sheet is where it will reflect because it's unadjusted. I haven't yet transferred it to my profit and loss. So it's showing me in my balance sheet. Okay. So once I adjust it, okay, I'll come to vouchers. Yeah.
Safety. There was some query. So in balance sheet, someone is asking if the is showing 5,000. I want to know for how many suppliers. Can we check that? Or this is what? One supplier. How we can check?
Balance sheet. If I come to unadjusted Forex gain or loss, if I enter in it, okay, it will show me a breakdown. If there's multiple suppliers, it will show me all of my suppliers. Okay, but over here, because I only have one supplier, it's showing me supplier 1, 5,000. If there was another supplier, it would show me. It would show me the breakdown, the full breakdown.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So I will adjust this now. I want to transfer it from my balance sheet to my profit and loss as an expense, right? So I'll come to vouchers. I've already created a Forex adjustment voucher. Okay. So I'll come to Forex adjustment. Okay. I'll enter in this voucher. Over here, I will select, I will create an account, okay, of Forex gain or loss. Okay. So, or we'll just use Forex. I'll create an account, Forex gain or loss.
Date 30%. Okay.
So I will put it on the indirect expense. Okay. Indirect expense, and I'll save it. Okay. So I'll just change the voucher date to 31st of January. Okay. Here, also I'll select Forex gain or loss, and I'll select supplier 1. Okay. So once I select supplier 1, it won't take me to the amount. It will directly take me to the bill that has a Forex gain unadjusted. So I will select this bill automatically. It will show here 5,000 automatically. It'll pick 5,000. Okay. And I'll make it end of list. So once I save this, okay. Once I save this, if I check now my supplier account, okay, supplier account, it's showing me, it's now adjusted, okay, the journal was done of Forex adjustment, okay, so it's settled even in Kenya shilling, and if I check in dollars, it's still the same, 1,000, 1,000, okay, here. It won't reflect here when you're checking in dollars because this is already settled, yeah? That is for Kenya shilling adjustment. So now if I check my profit and loss, if I check my balance sheet, okay, it's not there anymore. The Forex gain or loss that was showing here is not there anymore. So if I check now my profit and loss, okay, under indirect expense, it will show me a Forex loss here as my expense of 5,000. Okay, so it's now been transferred to my profit and loss instead of balance sheet. Okay, if I check my stock item, because my base currency is in Kenya shilling, it will show me in Kenya shilling. Okay, my item A is the rate of 1,600 because I bought it at $10 with a rate of 160. Yeah, so it will show me here 1,600. Okay, it will show me in Kenya shilling. There's also a query where people were saying that if anyone wants to know how to add additional costs when you're doing a purchase import, we'll show that in our next webinar. So make sure you register for the next webinar as well. We'll share the link. We'll show you how to add additional import costs. Okay. So now I will create a customer. Okay, I'll create a customer account, customer one. Okay, under sundry debtors. Okay, I'm creating. Now I want to sell my product in another currency. Okay, I won't use USD now. I'll use another currency. I'll use AED. Okay, so here I can select a different country. Okay, so let's say Bahrain. I'll save it. Okay, even sales account, I will create sales export. Okay, sales account, and I'll put here a set amount of VAT details. I'll put as sales exports, export. Okay, so it will be exempt as well. So I'll save this. Okay, now I will come to vouchers. I've already created a currency of AED. Okay, so I'll just show you AED here. I have AED here. Okay, the same way I created USD, I've created AED. Okay, so I'll come to vouchers and I'll do a sale entry. Okay, let's say on 1st of Feb. Okay, 1st of Feb. Customer one. Okay, I'm selling my product. Item A, the same product. Okay, 10 pieces at, now I'm doing AED. AED 80. Okay, so here when I'm putting the rate of exchange, this one is obviously different. So I'll put of, let's say 40. Okay, 40 per AED. Okay, so I'll save this, sales export. Okay, again here at the bottom it will show you the conversion. Okay, the foreign currency, the rate of exchange, and in Kenya shillings. Okay, it will show you. So I'll save this. Okay, I'll save this. So once I save this, if I come to my customer account, okay, it's showing me sales. Again, I can view it in another currency. Okay, show Forex transactions. It will show me in dirhams. Okay. Now I can do a receipt entry. Okay. I'll do a receipt entry on, let's say, 1st of March. Okay. I've received payment 1st of March. Okay. I've received payment from my customer. 800 dirhams. Okay. So now my rate of exchange again has changed. I can change it to 45. Okay. For simple calculation, I'll change it to 45. Yeah. So the difference is of 5 shillings again. Okay. So I'll select against which bill he's paying and I'll save it. Okay. Now, once I check my customer account again, if I check my customer account, customer one, okay, it will show me, let me check from Feb, okay, here, it will show me unadjusted Forex gain or loss, 4,000, okay, because if I do the difference, over here I'd sold 80, okay, 800 dirhams at the rate of 40, okay, now I've received 800 dirhams at the rate of 45. So in real sense, in Kenya shilling, I'm getting more, right? Because I sold for 32,000, but now I'm getting 36,000. Okay, so it's a gain for me of 4,000. Okay, so again over here, it will show me, if I'm checking in Kenya shilling, it will show me 4,000. But if I check in Forex transaction, it will show me, it will just show me the foreign transaction with no profit or loss, yeah, no gain or loss, sorry. Okay, so even if I check my balance sheet, because it's unadjusted, it will show me here. Okay, unadjusted Forex gain or loss. If I enter in here, it will show you which customer, from which customer this unadjusted gain or loss is coming. Okay, so it will show you customer one. If there's another customer, it would show you that as well. Okay, If I check my profit and loss, over here it's still showing me the same 5,000 loss of my supplier. The 4,000 will not yet reflect here, okay, of my customer until I adjust it. Okay, so I'll come here to vouchers, Forex adjustment. Okay, so on 1st of March, okay, my Forex gain or loss, I'll put here customer one. Okay, customer one, it will bring me the bill that has unadjusted gain or loss, okay, of 4,000. End of list, okay, and I'll save it. Here 4,000. Okay, maybe do the transaction. Forex gain or loss, my customer one. Okay. Okay, I can create, let's say I can create maybe another ledger for my gain, for Forex gain. Okay, so Forex gain, indirect income. Okay, customer one. Okay, so I won't adjust this one. There's some error I will check. Okay, but the concept is basically transferring from balance sheet to profit and loss. Okay, with that Forex adjustment. Okay, so here in profit and loss, it will show me that 5,000 expense. And if the gain, I transfer the gain, it will show me, it will transfer this 4,000 to the balance sheet as well. Okay. So there's also queries that we have received. If you have any query, you can put it in the Q&A. Okay, we'll be answering. There's a query that we usually receive, you know, when you do partial payment of the invoice, don't adjust the Forex gain or loss until it's fully paid. And make sure you're paying it in the same currency, okay? And even when you're creating a bank account or any account that is in a foreign currency, so if I'm creating a ledger, let's say USD Equity Bank, okay? When you're creating even a bank account, okay, bank account, even if all your transactions for this bank account are in USD, make sure the currency of the ledger is always Kenya shilling, because your base currency of your company is in Kenya shilling. So it has to convert to Kenya shilling. So you have to select your currency of ledger should always be Kenya shilling, even if this is a USD bank account. Okay, so when you're creating that, be careful for that. And if there's any queries, please drop them in the Q&A. We'll be answering. do I have to, we have received a question. Do I have to create the loss and gain account separately to recognize the respective loss and gain? No, you can use one account. Right now, there's just a configuration issue. Okay, but you can use one account for Forex gain or loss. You can put it under indirect expense or indirect income, whichever. Okay, it will reflect in your profit so that it reflects in your profit and loss. Okay. If there's any other queries, please feel free to drop them in the question and answer. Anything to do with Forex, foreign currency.
Safety, there is a query, questions. In customer statement, will it show the gain or loss or journals?
Yeah, the same way it's showing in supplier account. Okay, the same way it's showing in supplier account, it will show. You see here in supplier account, it's showing you Forex adjustment, but it will show in customer statement as well, Forex adjustment. Okay, once it's been adjusted. So if I put from Feb, it will show you a Forex adjustment. However, if you want to send it in another currency, if you don't want it to show, you can just show it in Forex.
Yeah, normally we share, normally we used to share a customer statement from Forex currency only.
Yeah,
Because,
so it doesn't show.
Yeah, we show in, just show the print format.
Yeah, print. Okay. It will show you an AED, and it's balancing out because obviously you don't want to show them the Forex gain or loss, yeah?
So withholding, is it applicable for the Forex foreign customer? Safety? There is a questions.
Would you like to answer that?
No, this is something related to accounting query. I wanted to know that withholding, are we deducting for the foreign customers?
I'm
Withholding
not sure.
VAT. We are not liable to deduct, I think so, because they are exempted, right? Yeah. This question is related to auditor, I think so. We can ask the auditor whether we should deduct withholding VAT for the Forex customer, foreign customer. According to me, as per my knowledge, is not. We are not deducting.
And when we have to pass exchange gain or loss entry every month or end of year, once you have settled the bill, once you have settled the bill completely, you can pass the Forex gain or loss entry, the transfer to the profit and loss, whenever you have settled the bill. So whether it's end of month or end of year, whichever, once you have settled it, you can.
But other thing, we have to make sure one consignment, one transactions, like one. So we have to use the same currency. For example, if you're buying from import supplier with the dollar, we have to make the payment in dollar only. So then only the rate of exchange will calculate properly. Otherwise, most of our customer, we are having experience lot of Forex gain and loss, which is showing, which is not actual. See, when you comes to balance sheet, when it's showing the Forex gain or loss, you have to make sure this Forex gain is actual or not. Like in these scenarios, like customer one, this 800 AED, and he paid 800. He paid 880 with the rate of exchange of difference of like 4,000. So actually, this 4,000 is the only one. Can you, Shifty? Can you do one thing? Can you make one entry with the same customer with Kenyan shillings receipt?
Yeah. Or to that same bill, I make a new sale. Hello? Hello?
I think we can try a new sale, Safety.
We can use?
I think we can use a new sale. We can try a new sale.
Sale. Okay.
Mm.
Customer one in Kenyan shilling. We can make it in 1,000. Let's make it 2,000. Okay, while Raj comes back, I think we can answer this other query. You've shown of the adjustment in regards to purchase and sales. What of the travel expenses spent in foreign currency? How do you go about its adjustment? So I think for this, you do a direct payment unless you're booking an expense, unless you're doing a purchase, then you do it the same way, okay, as I did a purchase. But if not, you can just do a payment, okay? So I'll do a payment.
Shifty, not a direct payment. It's
Yeah.
they have to book the expense first, book the expense, and then make the payment with the same currency.
So I do a purchase service, I can tell that. So what are you saying about the customer in Kenya shilling?
Yeah. So my query was like, see, we are experiencing, we are making a sales in AED and receipt in Kenyan shillings. In that case, what happens? The whole amount it comes at Forex gain and loss. But we have to
Yeah.
make sure before adjusting Forex gain or loss, we have to make sure that the both transaction like sales and receipt, one consignment has been done in same currencies. So that is, we have to make sure that whatever the Forex gain and loss is showing, which is actual or not.
Yeah. So like this one, we can see it's actual because this one we bought in 40. You can show even here, you can show the Forex details, okay, in F12 here. So this one was bought at 40 and it was paid for in 45. So your actual Forex gain or loss is 4,000, but this one, because it's Kenya shilling, there's no Forex gain or loss.
Okay, now show the purchase expense and make the payment, like traveling expense.
Okay. So if I book a purchase, I'll change the mode to accounting invoice, okay, because it's an expense. So let's say the same supplier. I'll create a ledger, okay, of transport expense, traveling expense, okay, indirect expense. So here I can put the amount in dollars, okay, let's say $100, okay, at the rate of 165. So I will just save this, okay, on 1st March. Now when I'm doing the payment, let's say on 2nd March, okay, 2nd March, the payment to my supplier, okay, $100. I can make it at 166. Okay. So I'm paying 1 shilling extra per dollar, right? So I'll select here $100. Okay. So I'll save this. So before it was 165. So in Kenya shilling it was 16,500. So if I check my supplier ledger, okay, here I can see I did the traveling expense was $100 at 165. Yeah. So that's making 16,500. Then I did a payment of $100 again at a rate of 166. So total 100 shillings is my Forex gain or loss, right? It's my Forex loss. I'm paying more than I purchase. So it will show you 100 shillings here. Even if you make it bill wise, it will show you, you see its pending amount is 0, but when you enter, it will show you your Forex gain or loss of 100 until it's adjusted. Okay. And also we've received queries before of transferring from two different currencies. So let's say transferring from your USD account to your dirham account, it's not possible because your base currency in Tally is Kenya shilling. So you can't transfer directly from USD to dirham. You have to change to Kenya shilling first, and then you transfer it to dirham. You convert it. You can't convert directly from two bank accounts, from two foreign bank accounts.
Any more queries, Sifty?
No, there is no other query that I can see.
LC to host patient. How is that? Can you invoice in USD and receive in Kenyan shillings? What is the impact? Can you show one transaction?
Yeah.
Create a new customer and show.
I create a new customer. So if I do the invoice in dollars, let's say, okay, customer 2. Sorry, I'll change the mode to item invoice. Item A, okay, 10 at, let's say, I bought it $10, so $15, okay. The rate of 155. Okay. So total is 24,750, right? 24,750 is my total in Kenya shilling. Okay. So that was done on 1st March. So let's say I received on 2nd March, I received from customer 2, I received 24,000. Let's say 24,750. Okay. So here it will show me. And I'll save this in 2nd March. Okay. So if I check my customer account now, I've received in Kenya shilling, okay, not in dollars. And my invoice was in USD. Okay. So now because you see, because of the it's showing me unadjusted Forex gain or loss of 24,900. So if I correct this to be in USD, it will be okay. But if I'm doing it if my invoice is in USD and if my payment is in Kenya shilling, it won't work out. The gain and loss will not calculate correctly.
The exact reason here, because we are maintaining our books in base currency called Kenyan shillings. When we are doing any forex, system wants to convert that forex into the base currency. So here the system is waiting to receive the payment from for that particular transactions with the same currency, so that system can easily calculate. So what was the dollar rate while doing the sales and while receiving the payment against that sales. So then only system can easily calculate the forex gain and loss. That is the mismatch. So this is the most of the errors we are seeing in the users are doing it. So we have to make sure the same currency as should be used for the payment, purchase and payment, sales and receipt.
Yeah. So you see the actual amount, because on 2nd of March, I had recorded a transaction in USD and the exchange rate was 166 on 2nd March. I had done a transaction. So the system has recorded on 2nd March, the dollar rate was 166. So because we received in Kenya shilling and not in dollars, this 24,900 is coming from 166, the rate of exchange on 2nd of March, times 150 of this sale. So that's why this is 24,900 is coming.
I think so. There is no more questions. I hope everyone is using the Tally latest 4.0, which has mainly 3 features. Swifty, can you present 4.0?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not upgraded, kindly upgrade to 4.0. If you need any help to upgrade, kindly contact us. The only thing is your TSS should be valid, then we can there is no fees to update to 4.0. It has mainly 3 features. One is dashboard, which Swifty is presenting now.
Is the dashboard?
Yeah, you can design your own dashboard. There are 26 and more dashboards. Just you can configure, and you want to see line charts or maybe bar, you can just configure one of them. I can expand, you can email, you can give it to management. Okay. No, configure.
Yeah, you can add tiles, you can do comparison of, let's say, January. So if I change the period of this style to January, January only, okay, this is my sales for January. I can change it to daily, okay. So if I configure this style, I can make it daily, okay, just for that one, okay. So it will show me January daily, okay. Then I can add a tile, okay. I can add a sales tile, and I can change the period of this tile to be for Feb. Let's say for March, okay, for March, and I can configure it to be daily, okay. So daily, and I can place it right next to the one on top. So if I put this position of tile 2, you can compare. You can compare 2 months, okay, together. You can view your sales of 2 months together, okay. So the same goes for all other tiles. You can add as many tiles here with different periods, okay.
Here is
Then,
as per your business requirement, you can design your own graphs, and whenever you open an application, it can directly open in your screen, especially made for the directors and the business managers to analyze. Maybe you want to see top items, top purchase, top sales, top customers, cash, bank balance, fund flow, cash flow, account receivable, and everything. These are one of the main feature in 4.0. And the second one is like you can directly WhatsApp your any kind of statement or invoice, purchase order, so directly from the systems here. And also third one is any kind of masters which you can import from Excel, like transactions, JV, payment, petty cash, everything you can directly import from Excel with any format. You can import from your own format also, or specified formats. So this is the main three features, and many more like product enhancement, like some improvement in the products, bug solving and all things. So kindly upgrade to the latest one if you're not updated. Okay. And I think so safety related to import, there was two questions. Can you?
Yeah. Let me just log in.
Yeah.
for it. Okay. So there's a if we are purchasing from a supplier and they bill us on both Kenya shilling and USD, can we have two separate accounts for the same supplier? You can, it depends. If you want to maintain two separate accounts, you can maintain two separate. You can even have the same account, because what Tally wants is one bill to be settled in the same currency. The ledger can have different currencies, but your bill itself, like your purchase and the payment, should be done in one currency. The payment for that purchase should be done in one currency. But it can have, your supply itself can have multiple purchases, like in different currency, in USD, in Kenya shilling, whichever. If you want to create, you can create supplier one USD, supplier one Kenya shilling, whatever you're comfortable with. So I think we wait for like 5 more minutes, maybe, for any other queries that you have.
And also users can send a email to us related which topic they want to cover, because our plan is twice a month. We are picking some topics. If you need any particular topics, you can just drop us an email. Our email is support@businesses.com. Can you showcase? Can you show the our email, support email 50, so that user can note down, and they can request for their any particular topic they wanted to know in Tally?
Let me just type it for you.
In the screen, you just show it.
I can just type it to everyone. Support.
Yes, please.
I've typed the email in the chat. If you want any contact numbers, you can contact us on these ones, or I can put for you another one in the chat.
So the next training session will be on 22nd, the same time, 22nd of this month. So
You can also tell us what day you prefer, Thursday or Friday, whichever. We'll go with majority.
Okay, thank you everyone. We are winding up for today. Thank you for your participation. We'll see you in next training sessions.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you, everyone.